What's up everybody, welcome back to Swanky Disc Reviews. Today we are talking the Gateway Shaman. I cannot wait to throw this disc. Literally never thrown it before. I've heard so much about it. People have told me it's one of the best straight flying approach discs, putters out there. So we're gonna give it a few rips. I have a few discs we're gonna compare it to. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for short and to the point reviews that we post every single week here on this channel. The numbers on the Shaman are 3.4, -1, 0, so it's supposed to be slightly understable. I don't know what plastic this is, I can't remember. I'll try and throw it on the screen if I can. I'm gonna be comparing it to my other favorite straight to understable approach disc that I have, and that is the Latitude 64 Pure, which is 3.4, -1, and that's my favorite kind of understable approach disc at the moment. Before I throw it, just talking about hand feel, it is interesting. It's not super domey, but it does have a decent amount of give in the flight plate. This is of course the Conman Shaman. I think it has to be Conman Shaman. The contour of the rim is super comfortable, very low profile, not a lot of angle on the shoulder here. The rim's not too deep. There is a really, it almost made me think there was a bead on it, but there's not. There's a really defined, I don't know if you can see it there, line in the rim, like a factory line. It's not flashing, it's just where the mold meets, I guess, but it's very defined, very interesting. This is my Latitude 64 Pure, which you can tell is very warped, but the contour of these rims is very similar. This one maybe has a little bit of a steeper shoulder, but let's get to throwing and see how it flies. I might have put a little bit of anhyzer on that one. Gonna try the Pure. I'm actually gonna throw this inner core just for funsies. Definitely a little bit more overstable on the inner core. So these throws are kind of low power, nose up, imitating an approach shot, and they all fly pretty similar. I do believe the inner core is gonna be a little bit more overstable than the other two. I am really liking the glide though on all of these discs, but especially the Shaman. I'm liking that a lot. We're gonna give it a little more power, maybe a little bit of hyzer, and kind of imitate a tee shot and see how that goes. Interesting, okay, that's more stable than I thought it was gonna be. Need to get it a little higher. And try the inner core now. That was bad. That was awful. The inner core is definitely a little more stable. That one will get a little right turn and then come back. Nice. Try the Shaman again. So kind of throwing these hyzer more power throws, it's actually not turning too much for me. It's flipping to flat and flying very straight, which I don't have a ton of power, but I'm throwing like 280, 290 on these throws. So let's see if it holds a little anhyzer, throw on a little more anhyzer, see if it pans or see if it burns, just to make sure. And it's kind of panning. It landed almost flat. Oh yeah, that's so nice actually. Yeah, you get, oops, sorry. You get a lot more turn out of the Pure when it's on anhyzer. And that one's also kind of flying like the Shaman, like that. Okay, overall impressions, final thoughts. This Shaman in this plastic, I think is my favorite out of the bunch, might be my favorite slightly understable approach disc. You get a little bit of turn out of it. If you're throwing on hyzer, you'll get a little flip. If you're throwing flat, you might get a little turn. If you throw it on Annie, it'll pan really nicely, and it's not really gonna fade at all unless you put it a little bit nose up. I'm absolutely digging this, especially, like I said, considering you can just pick it up and trust the numbers. The plastic feels very durable. One of my favorite things about the Pure that this has similar to the Pure is a very low profile hand feel. Really like the Shaman. I would definitely recommend at least trying it. But let me know what you guys think below. What's your favorite slightly understable 3-speed putter approach disc? And we will see you guys in the next one. Stay swanky.